MP, you're my favorite player, man.
Make sure to come to the next Heat home game. The first 5,000 fans receive a Miami Heat backpack. A terrific way to launch the Don't forget, you fans, that we're doing another special giveaway at our next home game. Every fan in attendance receives their own Miami T-shirt. The National Basketball Association and the Miami Heat are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. Hey Miami, we still have tickets available for upcoming Heat games. To learn more.
Up next, the Hornets taking on the Heat. For the Charlotte Hornets, the best in the business all season long. The cream of the crop. They look to continue that dominance tonight. Heat, Hornets is next. We welcome you to Noche NBA here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jimmy Butler.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Up at forward, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP, and it's Williams at the 5 down low. And for Miami, Bam Adebayo is out there with Butler. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Ware in at the 5. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
So off the tip, it's Charlotte. On the wing, MP. Rozier defending. For the Heat, their last game a loss to Chicago. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, Rozier getting up. Impressive to see someone his size finish with authority.
Got that one up quick.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Rozier. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Rozier. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Rozier's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the basket by MP.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
Has to Ware. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Charlotte. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Rozier. Into the lane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving. Don't sit back and be passive.
And you watch Terry Rozier. His playmaking, Brent, has really ascended over the years.
Yeah, Terry has had a really good career and has been a little bit quiet and muted because of where he has played his career, but his opportunity as a secondary role guy to come in and score the basketball and put pressure on the defense, he is a go-to guy for stretches for any team.
The three from MP. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Pass to Rozier, 18 feet out, and it comes off the front of the rim.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
MP, good.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Rozier against MP. Rozier into the lane. The Hornets pull it in. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
Here's Hero. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Ware passes to Rozier to end the run. Bridges with the board. Charlotte leading by 6. MP outside. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And what a night to remember for MP. Still so young, this guy could have many nights like this in the future.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
Well, maybe should have. The score doesn't indicate just how well they competed in that game. For the majority of it, they look like the better team.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A different look for Miami. Tobias Harris has checked in for Terry Rozier, and Alec Burks subbed in for Tyler Hero. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Burks' shot is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
1:15 left here in the first quarter. Kobe, the pass to MP. It's tipped. Butler from outside. It's rebounded by Salon.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 20.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
On the wing, Harris. Pass to Burks. Beyond the arc. The Hornets pull it in. Here's MP. Again, the Hornets score.
Good to see these kind of quick decisions from a young player. MP not wasting time on the J.
The Heat trail by 11. Butler deciding where to go with it. And slam dunk by Butler.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
They set the pick. Here's Bridges. Pass to Salon. Kicks it out to MP. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Charlotte.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Harris. He's out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He had an impressive number of points and was reliable as ever from distance. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's Larson. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Harris. Here's Larson. Covered by MP. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Here's Larson. And stolen by MP. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Miller. Williams, a screen on Jaquez. It's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And now we have a moment to recognize the Player of the Week in the Eastern Conference, MP.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Rozier against MP. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They host the Clippers after this game, and that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Harris outside. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. Rebound by Williams.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Ware's checked in, and Hero subbed in for Jaime Jaquez.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And the Heat call time here. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
And the Hornets making a change here. Okogie's checked in. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. The Hornets #1.
And this team has been completely dominant. Fewest points per game allowed in the league. These guys are talented. They trust each other. They work.
MP has been leading the charge for the Hornets. He went on an aerial 3-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. Back right after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Charlotte Hornets.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points aside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it would play out that way.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Hawks, on paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they gotta avoid mental errors.
Shaq, you agree with Kenny?
Not on most things, but this case, yeah,
Maybe.
Yes.
It took you too long.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And Miami shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Up it forward, it's Miller and Bridges. MP out there with ball, and it's Williams at the 5. Home in the paint.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively.
And good! There's another.
And you had a feeling he might do it tonight. 40-point mark has been reached.
The most 40-point games in a single season. An incredibly historic year from him.
And to have this many 40-point games, MP has shown he's one of the best to ever do it by passing Wilt's record here tonight. Their third three-pointer in a row.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Show some love for your Heat dancers.
can have a basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Butler in the corner. 5 on the clock. The good-looking shot from the wing. Butler's got 9.
Jimmy Butler has great patience to go along with that strength to operate in the pick and roll.
Ball finds Bridges. MP left side. Pass the ball. With his first shot attempt, again, the Hornets score.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
MP against Rozier. Over MP. And it's Rozier missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Another one goes. Incredible. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Butler kicks to Ware. There's Hero with the 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ball against Hero. Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely and good that time. Ball's got his second bucket.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Adebayo with a screen on MP. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Bridges with it. Picked up by Rozier. Bridges kicks to MP. Good! Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Ware. He's guarded by Williams. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Miami shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and Miami making a change here. Harris is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Checked in for Harris. Charlotte making a switch.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Hornets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. We've got Terry Rozier. Bam Adebayo is out there with Butler. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Rozier. That shot is in just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
And this game has been so smooth for Rozier. He's finding his shots and really taking charge on the floor.
And another one falls. Amazing. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Hero against MP. And it's Butler missing. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up. and he can't knock it down.
They grabbed their own miss. The Hornets have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Salon. And here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Gotta contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Hero against MP. Over MP. Shot's good by Hero.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
For 3, good on the triple.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Good on the 3-point shot.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And another one.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Outside Rozier. Williams with the block. Here's Micic. Rozier defending. MP looking around. 3-pointer. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. Dropping 40.
MP just broke the record for 40-point games in a season. Wild.
Win this game so we can go hit the buffet for some chicken wings.